Hi there. I thought we'd come together and do another crackle only because I had a little bit of the Mastercast resin left. So I had 6 ounces left, and I was thinking about, well, what do I want to do with it? I really liked the way that it did the crackle effect. So I thought, oh, let's do this. And I've been thinking about using this brown mica powder on something. So it just all worked out that this was going to be the perfect chance to use all of this. So I don't know if you watch my other videos. I've been doing a few about Mastercast. It is a higher viscosity resin. It means it's a little bit more bubbly, a little trickier to work with, but I find that the higher viscosity resins work really well with the crackle effect. So I am going to do my transparents first. I have my 2 cups here because we'll need to get them started in the mold so it's spreading. 6 ounces. I have 3 colors, so I'm thinking about an ounce each for those. And then the other 3 ounces I'm going to want for these cups. 2 cups. Let's see, how am I doing? I have to keep looking at the cups. This 1 cup I'm putting more in because it's going to be my base layer, while the other one's just going to be in the middle pour. All right, so got my 3 ounces. If I think I need a little bit more, I'll put a little bit more in there. We'll see how it goes. Oh, did I not grab enough cups? Maybe I didn't. All right, let's grab one more. All right, in my first one, I am going to put an ounce. Let's go ahead and divide it up now before I start. Oh, 3 ounces goes really, really fast, doesn't it? I might use this one for my white then. I didn't scrape during the mixing, but I'm gonna still scrape right now and hope that my mixing it together with the mica powder will be sufficient and I won't get any unmixed resin. We'll see. Let's see. Get those over here. All right, bigger cup. Let's do that one first. I'm gonna put Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Strawberry in it. I'm gonna do 6 drops. Now I'm working with such a small amount of resin and I want 3 different mica powders. So I'm gonna have to make this really work for us, which is why I'm getting it mixed now so I can get it moving in my mold, because I'm gonna have a very thin layer covering my mold. You do not have to start with clear. Someone asked that question the other day. You can start with any color you want. I don't generally use clear for this effect because I like the crackle to be colored. And if you do clear, it's just the clear line or clear crackle. All right, just have to be careful when you mix a higher viscosity resin. We are gonna get a bunch of bubbles because I stir like a mad woman, but we're gonna blow them right out of the first layer. All right. Don't want to use all of it, and I'm pretty close to using all of it, so we're gonna let it start spreading. Might as well go mix up our next transparent, and this is going to be, sandalwood. And I'm gonna do 5 drops. Now, I probably could have gone with alcohol inks instead because it would move easier, because the alcohol inks would sort of thin the resin, but I really wanted stronger colors. And the resin inks are just a little stronger. We'll see if I regret it. The Octopus Fluids resin inks actually have a little bit of alcohol in them. Not as much as their alcohol inks, but all right, that's mixed up. Let's go ahead and get this hit with heat and get it moving just a little bit more. I'm gonna take my heat gun, I'm gonna let it warm up a minute, and then I'll hit it. So the heat thins it, moves it, gets the bubbles out. So many benefits. All right, first eye candy, rose gold. Because it's a higher viscosity resin, I don't have to use as much mica powder. If I had a thinner resin, I would use a lot more mica powder to give it the weight. I love eye candy mica powders. I think they're having a really great sale right now. If they're not, I have a discount code in my video that you can use. You've probably heard me say before, never pay full price. It's my rule in life. All right, well, that's that. Now, I am going to use this white. I used to always in the beginning use white in my crackles, but then I stopped, and it really just helps give it a little bit more definition. And this is Shiro white. If you look back at some of my old videos, you'll see Shiro make an appearance. All right, it's just a white mica powder. And then this Kendo Brown I wanted to try. I thought I pulled sticks out. Maybe I didn't. I have to keep grabbing them. All right. I'm not really sure what this is going to look like yet. We'll see. It looks very deep and dark. I was debating whether I wanted this on the outside or the rose gold on the outside. The ones more on the inside tend to disappear a little bit more. And that's why I decided the rose gold is the color I want to see more of. So yeah, that's really dark and deep. All right. Now let's get just a tad more of this in this mold. Let's give it a little shove around, help it out a little. Just be careful when you do this that you don't scrape your mold. Just lightly drape it across. I do want to try to make the most of the amount of resin that I used for this first layer. That way it gives me more for my next layers of Crackle, because you do need the transparent resin for the mica powder to move through. If you don't have enough, your Crackle will be very small. We don't want that. All right, now pushed it all around. We're going to hit it with heat again. Letting it level out just a minute. Let's see if we can convince it to cover those spots. Be super great if we could. Looks like it might work for us. Let's hit it with heat again. I was shoving it around, creating bubbles. Now, because I'm using 3 colors, it's a small mold. I'm not going to layer them. I'm going to do one at a time, just dumping the whole thing, I think. Because it's a thick resin, I'm going to move it to the side first. There's one. I think I'm going to use this one next. I need to put enough in so I can have enough movement. So that's a lot, looks like a lot of transparent, but I need that for the rose gold, for the white. All right. It's always amazing what'll happen with these colors, how everything comes together. All right, now this one, I don't want to use it all because I need a little bit for the end. All right. So I didn't quite have as much. Let me take a look at this. How much more do we have in here? I might save the rest. Just do a drop more. I have a little bit. I might combine these two just to give me enough for the push. I'm not going to mix them. I'm just going to dump it in and it'll be a dirty pour. All right, put that to the side. Now our dark brown. Our mold is getting pretty full. We'll see how much I get in and still leave room for a push. I think that's all I'm going to be able to get in. And then our dirty pour push to finish us off. All right. Now, I picked out these rose gold glass bits. And you know what? I think I'm still going to go with them. It's darker than I thought it would be, but I think it still will work well. I might have dumped it a little off. I think that's okay. All right, now I'm going to wait about 10 minutes. I'm going to wait for the bubbles to move towards the center, and then I will hit it with my trusty torch. And that's it. We'll be back when it's time to unmold. Hopefully we got something cool. All right, we are back to see how this worked out. I don't know. I don't have any idea from this side what I'm going to think about it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping I got some of that rose gold and some strawberries, some brown. We'll see. We'll see. All right. It's the moment of truth. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. I probably could have used more transparent in the center to make the cells bigger, but I think it's really pretty. What do you think?